Hello, DesignTuts.net. My name is CB, also known as Charlie B. I'm pretty new to the site. I'm going to be providing some high quality video tutorials for you guys. So let's get started. Right, what I'm going to do in this video is to show you how to make your average signature that people would make look above average, basically. A little few tips to make it look better than everyone else's, to make you stand out of the crowd. So we're going to start a new document. Control N if you're on Windows, or Command N or if you're on a Mac. The standard width and height would be 500 to 150, and when I'm making my signatures, I like to leave the background white so that I know kind of what it's going to look like when it's on the website, but I don't leave it as white, but we'll see. I'll show you at the end. Okay, so here's our standard width and height signature size. First thing someone's going to do is put their name on it, I think. So whose name shall we do? We'll do Jimmy. We'll have Jimmy as our test subject here. Right, let's just put it in the middle. We're not going to have a flashy font like that because Jimmy's probably not great at making signatures. He's just going to be making his first signature for a forum. So we'll have something like Arial. Right, so first thing that I would say to Jimmy to improve his signature is to add some effects to his signature, and by doing that we click on the layer, Jimmy, the text layer, we go on layer properties, we go on blending options, sorry. There's a few things that I do to every signature I make. I do differ sometimes depending on what I have to do to the text, but this is the standard what I do. I'll give it a drop shadow. The standard preset default options will do. That just, it makes it look just slightly better, makes it look like someone's put thought into it. Depending on the thickness of the text, I'll give it a bevel and emboss, and I might tweak it every now and then depending on how good it will look with the text. Like with Arial, it's quite thin, and you can't do that much with Arial, so the next thing I'd ask him to do is to change his font. Now, I have lots of preset fonts on my computer, but I also have downloaded fonts which I've got from websites that they're just so much better than the standard ones. For example, the standard one you get is Gill Sans Ultra Bold, which is bold. It looks okay, but if I've downloaded one that I haven't called it. It is called Kimberly, and it just looks a lot higher quality than the standard fonts in general. I'm gonna have to turn down this bevel because it doesn't look good on this font. So there, looks good. I might change direction. No, we'll keep it to that, and we'll keep the angle. No, we'll keep the angle as it is. So what I'm going to show you, the site I use to download fonts. It's called dafont.com, dafont.com, and this is a great site. Basically, my standard process is to click on top. It has all these categories, but sometimes I don't know what I'm going to look for, so I click on the top. It gives you the most popular ones, and you can type in what your custom text you want to have. So in this case it's Jimmy. I want to have 50 per page so we can just see lots in one go and submit. And now we should be able to see all these previews of different fonts. You get loads, it's really good. But I'm going to stick, actually, I have Harabara. That's a really good one for signatures, I like that. But we're going to stick with Kimberly as we have on here. Right. So now it looks a bit better than the average, but what we want to do we want to add a bit of shine, we want to make it sparkle kinda. So what we're going to try and do is make it so that it looks like there's light shining on it, and it makes it kind of shine, it makes it look like it's reflecting off of it into our eyes. So what we're going to do, press Control on your keyboard and then click on the T in the text layer, and this highlights around all the text. Now I'm going to click on our new layer that I made, and we're going to click the circle tool, ellipse tool, and by standard it will be on this button. You need to change it so that it's on the third one in, and what this does, it fills the area instead of sorry, I didn't mean to click there. It fills the area instead of making it into a new shape. So I've just changed my colours back to black and white by pressing X and D, and now what you need to do is start out here and like drag it across so that some of the circle comes across the text. Let go and you'll have a white overlay. Now what you want to do is change the opacity to layer 1. You're going to change it down to about 20, 10 maybe. I'm going to try 20, see what it looks like. 18 will do. We'll press Control D to take away the marquee, and that looks a bit too overpowering. That looks okay. I think I'm going to turn off the bevel actually. Don't think it's working for me. That looks good, I think. And as you can see, it just makes it look like it's shining, makes it look like it's glossy. It looks really good. Now next thing I'm going to do is make it look like there's more substance to it. And what I'm going to do is create a duplicate by dragging the Jimmy layer down to the make your new layer, and then drag that underneath Jimmy. Turn off the effects, we don't need shadows on this one. Now I'm going to use my arrow keys to just nudge it sideways, so now it's created, makes it look a bit more 3D. I'm going to do the same again. We're going to duplicate it, if my Skype can go away. Duplicate it again, and right and down, and duplicate it again, right and down. Now that looks a ton better than what we had at the start, doesn't it? So now I'm going to save it, and what I'm going to do to save it, I'm going to turn off the background. I'm going to hide it by clicking the eye. What it does is it allows the background to be the same colour as anything that's on the forum, so it doesn't look like it's got an ugly white box. And I'm just going to save it. Save a PSD, save a Photoshop document. So we're going to save it Jimmy, save your Photoshop document, and then click Control Shift S, brings up the Save As dialog again. Save as PNG, that's the best format for me, and save. So there we have it, and then you can upload it via Imashak or Imagure. I'll make a video of my favourite uploaders, and that is it. It's changing. We've changed a font, a signature from a basic signature into a really good high quality signature. Thanks for watching, guys. My name is CB. I will be active on DesignTuts.net, and I'll be making a good series of videos. Hope you can watch them all. Thanks.